Ovo je Al Jazeera Svijet. Moje ime je Azra Hadžić. U nastavku ove priče. Reporterka Al Jazeere iz Gaze o preživljavanju porodice dan za danom. Najteže joj pada osjećaj nemoći da zaštiti svoju djecu. Od nekadašnjih snimanja videa o kulturnim sadržajima Gaze do bilježenja ratnih razaranja i ubijanja. Mlada djevojka prenosi surovu realnost svojih sunarodnjaka. Snovi djece uništeni ratom. Gotovo 5000 ih je ubijeno u Gazi ili 136 na dan. Više nego i u jednom sukobu posljednjih desetljeća. U narednim minutama naša dopisnica iz Gaze Youmna govori o tome kako s porodicom proživljava najteže dane. Na pitanja svoje djece poput mama, boli li kad nas bombardiraju, osjetimo li bol ili odmah umremo, nema adekvatan odgovor. Kaže, ovaj rat je počeo eliminacijom i brisanjem palestinskog naroda u Gazi. Ovo je genocid, a ne rat protiv pripadnika palestinskog otpora ili Hamasa. Razgovor za Al Jazeera Plus sniman je početkom ovog mjeseca.
When they asked me, Mom, does it hurt when we get bombarded? Do we feel the pain? Or do we just die at once? And I have to explain to them, no, don't worry, it's not gonna hurt. Their father is like, don't worry, it just goes whoosh one time and that's it. Before, we would tell our children, for example, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna end soon. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
Everything is shaking. Everything is shaking.
But now we literally tell them every night, don't worry, we're together, sticking together. If we die together. Death has become a reality now that we're just living under, waiting when or how it's gonna happen. Since the Israeli army encircled Gaza city, it's been ongoing non-stop bombardments all the time, from the land, from the air, from the sea. Our building is always shaking. 3 days ago, we woke up with the smoke of phosphorus inside our homes. We ended up in the basement. It was the best place that had the less smoke.
We were going downstairs, but the smoke was too much. So we ended up coming up here again.
It was very scary because the kids were coughing, they were suffocating, their eyes were itching. But when it comes to my children, it just hits me so hard, Dina. And I just feel that I can't control it anymore. I can't be that strong, brave woman who's able to control things or get things under control, because they're my weak part. My little one, Judy, she's always this character she's so full of life. She loves to joke, she loves to sing, she loves to dance. She brings happiness into our home. But now I see her so quiet. She's always terrified. She doesn't eat much. She doesn't feel like doing anything. I tried to speak to her about things, bring back some happy memories. And I said, Juju, what would you like to do the first thing after this war ends? She told me, Mommy, I don't want to do anything except for this war to end. I just want these bombardments to end. Everything, the destruction, the despair, the loss. I can only tell you that now we're just hearing news of people dying every now and then, people that we know, friends, colleagues, everyone around us. And it just, we're like, Allah yarhamu. May he rest in peace. And that's it. We just go on, because we are just waiting for our turn.
You mentioned to me that food is scarce and supplies are low. What is the water situation?
We can starve, right? We can go on without food, even as adults, but without water, I'd rather die from bombardments than die from thirst. I don't want my kids at the end to die from thirst.
Are you still thinking to move south? And what would that look like?
The last attempt was a couple of days ago, and we found out that to move south, we need to walk for at least 6 to 7 kilometers on foot and not carry anything at all with us, none of our belongings. Basically walk this distance while we raise our hands to show that we surrender, just holding our IDs in one hand and raising the other. And I think that that's just extremely humiliating. And it's not just that, you know, you remember the massacre that everyone saw on TV screens for the civilians that were bombarded on the road? They're still lying there. They're still, until this day, lying there in the streets. Their bodies, the crows and the birds are eating from them, and no one has been able to pick them up. The Israeli army has not allowed anyone or ambulances or any medical teams to come to pick these people up and to bury them. How can I let my kids go through a street while they see other children and other people killed and thrown just like that, lying in the street like that, while birds are eating from them? I think that this is just inhumane and more cruel than anything. This is not a war about fighting Hamas or Palestinian fighters. This war began by eliminating and wiping out the Palestinian people in Gaza. This is a genocide against Gaza. This is not a war on Palestinian fighters or on Hamas.
Najmanje 50 novinara ubijeno je u izraelskim napadima na Pojas Gaze i na teritoriji okupirane zapadne obale. 26 ih je uhapšeno na okupiranoj zapadnoj obali nakon 7. oktobra. Mnogi su suočeni s uznemiravanjem i prijetnjama. Nida Ibrahim govori kako bi zbog takvih slučajeva brojne priče o životu pod okupacijom mogle ostati neispričane.
Basil želi biti policajac kad odraste. Ovaj trogodišnjak vidio je kako izraelske snage odvode njegovog oca, novinara. Sada želi biti borac za pravdu i osloboditi ga.
كلبشوه وربطوا ايديه لورا وهربوا اخذوه وهربوا ومن يومها صار يلعب كثير بالكلبشات
بابا بخاف.
Basil je prekinuo naš razgovor. Kaže kako vjeruje da je njegov otac Muaz uplašen i želi ga zaštititi. Muaz je izgubio oko 2019. godine. U njega je pucao izraelski vojnik dok je izvještavao s protesta. Pola godine je u izraelskom zatvoru zadržan bez optužnice. Izrael navodi kako su im cilj podstrekači, a novinari tvrde da je ovo drugi način da se ušutka palestinska strana priče. I dok drže ove kovčege koji simboliziraju smrt njihovih ubijenih kolega, mnogi strahuju od toga da bi mogli biti sljedeći.
The pictures save lives and save humanity. This is, they are our eyes there. They are our senses. I'm holding a colleague. I'm holding a friend. And I really wish not another second to lose another one.
Novinari, među njima i strani, prijavljuju uznemiravanje na poslu.
Even if journalists brave the risks of being arrested or injured or overcome the restrictions on movement, many Palestinians who face intimidation are too scared to talk to the media because of acts like this.
Izraelski vojnik pokušao nam je oduzeti kameru dok smo snimali u Betlehemu. To je samo jedan od brojnih incidenata s kojima se susreću novinari, uznemiravaju ih ili sprečavaju da izvještavaju. A tu je i zabrinutost da bi zbog svojih priča mogli upasti u nevolju, izgubiti posao, biti uhapšeni ili napadnuti. Izvještaji o ukopima i napadima na okupiranoj zapadnoj obali pune naslovnice, no novinari su izloženi pritisku, a brojne priče o životu pod okupacijom mogle bi ostati neispričane.
Bisan je 25-godišnjakinja koja je nekada snimala kulturne sadržaje u Gazi. Kada je počeo rat, prešla je na dokumentiranje izraelskog bombardiranja njenog rodnog grada i ubijanja sunarodnjaka. Napominjemo da je ovaj video sniman krajem oktobra i početkom novembra, prije još jačeg bombardiranja bolnice Al-Shifa, u čijem dvorištu je bila sklonjena, i prije ulaska izraelske vojske.
Good morning, everyone. This is Visan from Gaza. It's the day 23 of continuous bombing. I'm smiling because I'm alive, and this is surprising for me because the last couple of nights were really hard, especially after the internet and cellular connections, everything was cut off. I'm at the hospital, Shifa Hospital. I'm evacuating here, living in a tent for almost 3 weeks now.
كل بقاع الأرض معكم حكواتي زياراته لأنه أنت رح تروح على ناس إلك زمان.
يا رب يا رب they bombed the door of the hospital. I'll show you now how people are living inside the shelter. So, first thing that people do when they wake up is to go to the bathrooms because there are long lines, but I wake up at 4 a.m. so I can avoid the lines. This is the scene of Shifa Hospital, the emergency. Can you imagine that this is, Ya Allah, can you imagine that this is not a market, this is not a street, this is a hospital. People are living here inside the buildings and in corridors and the patients' rooms. So continuous bombing, continuous emergency. People are sleeping and are evacuating to Shifa more and more every day here. I know that I seem to be energetic and smiling, but it's not the truth. We're just trying to be positive because we felt death hundreds of times, so we appreciate that we are alive until now.
So Muhammad, Karam and Maher are cleaning Shifa Hospital, the place that they took as a shelter by themselves. They are volunteering. These are our heroes, our kids. برافو شباب، كملوا كملوا. هلا ألف مبروك. من وين جبت هدول الأغراض؟ زبطت معك تجيب خبز ومية مع بعض؟ يلا مبروك، اسرد اسري يلا.
I'm now at the street near to Shifa Hospital, trying to have some water, some bread, or anything else like thousands. For example, I'm now near to Al-Ailat Bakery. Look at the line. So this is the food I got today. I had here some cheese, but I ate the cheese before ending the bread. The bread is very old because there's no bakeries opening since 3 days. This is the first water I'm drinking since 8 a.m. Now it's 3 p.m. It's only 200 millimeters. People here in Gaza are thirsty more and more every day. So a group of tents, like tent holders, my neighbors, my new neighbors, agreed to have some electricity, a limited amount of electricity during the night. So during the night we charge the power banks, the phones, any other stuff we need. As we're living in the garden of the hospital now, making our tent here, these are our shelves. We use the trees to hang our stuff. Let me introduce to you Farah. She evacuated the home with us to the tent. She's our tent mate. It's now finally bedtime. Let me take some seconds for your time to let you hear the war plans sounds.
guys, let me show you. Oh my god, they started the bombing early tonight. Let me show you guys where am I now and the place that I'm sleeping. I used to sleep in a really good, comfortable, beautiful room full of my memories and thoughts and plans and stuff and everything.
احكي لنا شو اسمك؟
عاصم.
كم عمرك يا عاصم؟
11.
انقصف بيتكم؟ حدش حكى لكم اطلعوا؟
لا لا لا.
طب في حدا صار له إشي من العيلة؟ مين؟
أمي وأبويا.
استشهدوا؟ She can't open her eyes, but she's alive. No one knows until now her family. No one survived except her. If anyone knows anybody about her, just call us. She's in the Shifa hospital now. We were telling you guys that the nights are hard, but now the days are harder too. Everyone is carrying injuries and murdered people from the streets because the carpet bombings happened in the streets without any warning, and people are killed every single moment. This is a really tough day that Gaza are going through.
They bombed the door of the hospital. They bombed. I've been there before 2 minutes. It could be me.
المستشفيات مش قادرة تتعامل مع أي إصابات ثانية، الطاقة منهك، الوزارة منهكة، المخازن فضيت، الوقود عم يخلص، فلازم أكون إطلاق نار حالي.
All this smoke behind me is because of the bombing of a home near to Shifa hospital. So now we have to stay awake to be protected and to avoid any bombing near to us or near to our tent. So this is the situation. Bombing at 11 a.m., at 12 p.m., at 1, 2, 3, 4 p.m., also at 6 p.m., and the bombing increases as well during the night. And basically I don't have any safe place to go. Now we're in danger even inside Shifa hospital. No one is safe here. We are all afraid.
Gotovo 5.000 palestinske djece ubijeno je u izraelskom bombardiranju Gaze. Prema podacima Svjetske zdravstvene organizacije, u pojasu Gaze jedno dijete bude ubijeno svakih 10 minuta. Svaki dan u prosjeku gine 136 djece. Poređenja radi, tokom 11 godina rata u Siriji 12.000 djece je poginulo ili u prosjeku 3 dnevno. U Afganistanu je u gotovo 12 godina ubijeno više od 8.000 mališana ili u prosjeku 2 dnevno. Za 7,5 godina sukoba u Jemenu poginulo je 3.700 djece ili u prosjeku 1,5 dnevno. U Ukrajini je tokom 21 mjeseca ubijeno 510 najmlađih, a u Iraku tokom 14 godina poginulo je 3.100 djece. U Gazi je gotovo polovina stanovnika ili 1 milion mlađa od 18 godina. Oni koji prežive prisiljeni su napustiti svoje domove, a često se sele i nekoliko puta u potrazi za sigurnošću. 3 djece čije su porodice izbjegle na jug Pojasa Gaze podijelilo je svoje priče s Al Jazeerom.
Ahmed je nekada sanjao o budućnosti na svjetskoj sceni, igranju na fudbalskim stadionima širom svijeta. Prije nekoliko sedmica povrijeđen je u izraelskom zračnom napadu, a desna noga mu je amputirana.
كنا نايمين في دارنا في الدار ولا نسمع القصف كل شيء يطيح علينا الدار كلها تطيح جا الإسعافات خدونا وجينا على المستشفى قعدنا الليل ده بخوف دمار شامل بخوف كان حلم أطلع لاعب كورة دمروني إن شاء الله.
Doha i njena porodica živjeli su u centralnom dijelu Pojasa Gaze. Gledali su kako izraelske snage uništavaju jednu po jednu stambenu zgradu u njihovom naselju. Ni njihova nije pošteđena. Uprkos užasima koje je vidjela, Doha se smije znajući da je snimamo. Ali ovakvi trenuci sreće su rijetkost posljednjih mjeseci i pol.
فبعدين سرعنا عشان الصواريخ أخذنا أواعينا وأخذنا الأشياء المنيحة اللي بنستخدمها كل يوم وأخذنا ألعابنا. نفسي لما أكبر أصير طبيبة عشان أساعد الجرحى وأحكم الناس. مشتاقة للمدرسة تعزها للمدرسة.
Sada živi u prepunom improviziranom kampu u školskom dvorištu, Ala pati za svojim starim životom, svojom kućom i prijateljima. Školsko dvorište u kojem boravi njena porodica kad sato je bučno. Nedostaje joj bezbrižnost života prije rata.
أنا كنت حابب أخذ معايا القصص والروايات اللي أنا كتير بحبها ويعني فلما إن شاء الله لما نرجع على البيت بكملها كلها واشتكيت لصاحباتي لأنه كلهم مش عارف في كم واحدة هيك شهيدة.
Ala zna da je njena kuća vjerovatno sravljena sa zemljom, a njene knjige uništene. Ali razmišljanje o njima daje joj priliku da pobjegne u svijet mašte, u kojem se djeci poput nje život čini lakšim i bezbrižnijim.
Nakon što je Izrael prekinuo opskrbu električnom energijom u pojasu Gaze, Palestinci se snalaze na razne načine, kako bi, na primjer, skuhali nešto za jelo i slično. Telefone pune pomoću automobilskih akumulatora i na taj način pokušavaju ostati u kontaktu s voljenima. Priča Hašama Ahelbari.
Ovo je stanica za punjenje mobilnih telefona koja pomaže zajednici razorenoj ratom. Izrael je Gazi prekinuo opskrbu strujom na početku vojne operacije. Stanovnici nastoje pronaći načine da napune svoje mobilne telefone. Hodaju kilometrima do ovog mjesta gdje se automobilski akumulatori koriste kao punjači. Trenutak ogromnog olakšanja za izbezumljene porodice, kada se njihovi telefoni vrate u život. Čekaju vijesti o najmilijima dok izraelski ratni avioni uništavaju cijela naselja.
أنا صديقي باجي من الساعة 10 صباحا بضل للساعة 12 مساء وأنا بشحن في 4 بطاريات وجوالات بجيب شواحن الجوالات الجيران كمان معاي بضل من الساعة 4
Kako se rat zaoštrava, a ubijenih je sve više, stanovnici Gaze na svojim telefonima traže najnovije vijesti i nastoje saznati jesu li članovi njihovih porodica još živi. Deseci hiljada stanovnika su napustili svoje domove. Nemaju pojma gdje će na kraju završiti i koliko dugo će biti odsutni iz svojih kuća. Ali za sada najveća briga im je ostati u kontaktu s porodicom.
إن فترة جمعية الهلال الأحمر موفرة مولدات للناس تشحن منها بطاريات إضاءة للدات ونشحن.
Kako se telefoni napune, počinje zvonjava bez prestanka. Hiljadama kilometara dalje, Palestinci porijeklom iz Gaze su zabrinuti. Stalno su na telefonima i pokušavaju saznati jesu li njihovi najmiliji sigurni.
يعني يعني بمشي مسافات على سبة انه انا اجي اشحن البطاريه وانا معرض يعني انا ماخذ للخطر بمشي مسافه يعني مشي ومعرض حال الخطر على سبة انه اشحن البطاريات هذول.
Za sada lokalne humanitarne organizacije koriste posljednje zalihe goriva i solarne panele za napajanje ovih stanica za punjenje. Bez naznaka da će izraelsko bombardovanje prestati, Palestinci nestrpljivo nastoje stupiti u kontakt sa svojom rodbinom, kako bi saznali jesu li dobro.
Na kraju smo emisije. Priče naših reportera dostupne su vam i na portalu Al Jazeere Balkans. Doviđenja.